down here, up there, everybody out there, welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no denying. I'm not telling anything you don't know. It's weird out there these days. Even the weather. Because this morning, I checked my weather app, and this is true. It said high of 60, low of 35, with a 95% chance of snow. So today's weather forecast was yes. For folks down in Kentucky, okay. All right. Thank you. Last night's forecast called for a 100% chance of rage and spittle because Trump held a rally down there, and while he was up there, he introduced a unique way to pronounce that state.
We have added 70,000 new construction jobs in just a short period of time, including 8,000 brand new construction jobs in Kentucky. Okay? Kentucky.
Kentucky. How can you not know how to pronounce that word? It's on every one of your chicken buckets. There you go. Welcome, Kentucky. Welcome. Let's not encourage this sort of thing. Now, for days, Trump has been simultaneously saying that we've won the war in Iran and also that it has to keep going. He continued that mixed message last night.
As we take decisive action to stop the threat posed by the terrorist regime in Iran, you never like to say too early you won. We won. We won the bet. In the first hour, it was over. But we won.
Then why are we still there, big dog? It's so weird to say we won in the very first hour and then still be there 13 days later. Though it does remind me of that footage of Neil Armstrong.
That's one small step for man, and we're not leaving until we make it to the moon.
Very confused. Like the oxygen was low at that point. So why do we have to keep sending our troops to a war until the already finished war is over? Well, he explained.
We're not going to count on having competent presidents. We have to assume we're going to have incompetent ones.
Oh, he's so close to getting it. Just, ooh. Look, just for the sake of argument, we have to consider that someday we might have the dumbest man alive as president. I mean, am I right, Kentucky? Am I? Okay. Earlier this week, we learned the sobering fact that as many as 150 Americans have been wounded so far in this war, and Trump reassured the crowd of the gravity he brought to the difficult decision to take our country to war.
Epic Fury! Is that a great name? They gave me a list of names at General. Sir, you can pick the name you'd like, sir. I said, the name of what? The name of the attack on Iran, sir. And they gave me like 20 names. And I'm like falling asleep. I didn't like any of them. Then I see Epic Fury. I said, I like that name. I like that name.
Truly presidential, just like when FDR said this.
December 7th, 1941, a date that I get to name the new war. How about Kamikaze Nazi Yahtzee? No, wait, the Battle of Mussolini's Teeny Peeny. I got it. World War II, the Squeak War.
Today, we finally heard from the new Ayatollah, who happens to be the previous guy's son. In his first statement, Iran's new supreme leader vowed to keep blocking the Strait of Hormuz. So it's time for the latest installment of my surprisingly long-running series, Hormuz News You Can Use, Shipping He Refuse. In the statement, this is his statement, Khamenei's. In the statement, Khamenei writes, the lever of blocking the Strait of Hormuz must undoubtedly continue to be used. Ooh, that's a good one. Time to update the graphic. Hormuz news you can use. Shipping he refuse, 'cause lever be used. It was lever? Do we say lever? Do we say lever? We don't know. It was surprising to hear from the new leader because We know he was injured in the initial attack 13 days ago, and recently reports have been circulating that he was in a coma. Incidentally, Ayatollah in a Coma, one of the very worst Dr. Seuss books. Iran is clearly listening to their new supreme leader. According to the International Energy Agency, the war in the Mideast has caused the largest supply disruption in the history of the global oil market. But Trump says there's nothing to worry about.
We're going to be in very good shape. You see what's happening. They are pretty much at the end of the line. And now we're going to look very strongly at the Straits. The Straits are in great shape.
Really? Have you been to Equinox? Because the Straits are not the ones in great shape. I don't know where they find the time. I don't. God bless them. Just like. Despite Trump's claims that this economic pain is temporary, the supply disruptions show little signs of abating because tankers in the Persian Gulf and the Strait have burst into flames after coming under attack. Turns out you can't just stir up historic levels of trouble and just be done with it. Look, we opened a cursed mummy's tomb. We took what we wanted, and now we're going to live happily ever after. They tell me there's a sign up on the wall that says, eternal suffering to all who defile my resting place. But sorry, I only read English, not wingdings. The oil market is so... No, it's all right. No. People love font jokes. The oil market is so shaken right now that international energy agency members, these countries, have agreed to release 400 million barrels of oil from their reserves. And Trump announced the U.S. will release 172 million barrels of oil from its strategic reserves, which might seem like a lot of oil, but experts say it would fall short of compensating for lost supply. So it's not nothing, but it's nowhere near addressing the problem of hand, kind of like that scene from Jaws.
Somebody get me 2 Tylenol!
And he was fine, by the way. He was fine. Bounced right back. Turns out that announcing we're tapping the strategic petroleum reserves then spooked the oil traders, and the price of benchmark oil topped $100 a barrel. Now, the official name of that benchmark is Brent crude. Not to be confused with the other Brent crude, Reno's third most popular all-nude hypnotist. Brent crude. Secretary of Excursion Pete Hegseth has a lot on his plate, but he's keeping his eye on the prize by barring press photographers from his briefings after they published photos of him that his staff deemed unflattering. Okay. No, folks, you got to listen. They got to look after their boss's image here. Let's take a look at these hideous, misshapen photos that these photographers got banned for taking at the Pentagon. Let's brace yourself. Here's one. Okay. That's not so bad. Let's try another one. All right, maybe just one more for kicks. Yeah, I think I see the problem. You hate your own stupid face. That's what's... That might be it. You guys are very pretty. Pete, if you're so insecure, I'm happy to help with a little glow up. I mean, have you considered bangs? No. Hark! Hark! 'Tis the mating call of the mournful Bigfoot. That sound means it's time for tonight's Squatch Watch. Squatch Watch! Welcome. Here at Squatch Watch, we track our elusive deep woods brethren in conjunction with America's most local news stations. And Ohio newsmen have alerted us to 6 reported Bigfoot sightings in Northeast Ohio within 4 days, describing the cluster as a possible flap, a term used in cryptozoology for multiple sightings within a short span of time. Yes, a flap of Bigfoot sightings. Not to be confused with Bigfoot's unsightly flap, which is, say it with me, the thick, fleshy layer of skin that covers Bigfoot's genitals. You really did not do that very well. But thank you, Squatch crotch watchers. Another family living in the area reported they were terrorized by the creature. But when police responded, they could not find the animal, but noted a very strong, unusual, musky ammonia smell in the air. Yeah, officer, it seems like a Bigfoot somehow peed my pants, and also looks like the Bigfoot threw up in the driver's seat of my car and forgot to pick up my daughter from hockey practice. You gotta catch this thing before Helen leaves me. One of the most recent sightings was a mother and daughter who were driving when they encountered the famed cryptid. Reportedly, they were passing the Tinkers Creek area when a 6.5-foot lean brown Bigfoot appeared in their lane, but going against the flow of traffic. Come on, Bigfoot. You don't want to be part of our society, you got to follow the traffic rules. You don't see the chupacabra jaywalking. Reportedly, that witness freaked out because she is not a Bigfoot person. Yeah, that makes sense. Everybody knows. We all know the world is divided between Bigfoot people and not Bigfoot people. And I don't discriminate. We have both kinds working at this show, like my producer, Hank, who isn't a Bigfoot guy. Right, Hank?
Yeah.
You, not a big fan?
I just don't really believe in that stuff, Stephen.
Yeah, I don't blame you, Hank. By the way, thanks for covering up your flap today.
Sure. You don't know what you're missing.
We got a great show for you tonight. My